So my name's Gareth Jones, I'm the front of house manager here at Palé Hall Hotel. I look after concierge reception and the housekeeping department. It's a busy job, but it's a great job. The building itself was built between 1869 and 1871 by a great British railway engineer called Henry Robertson. He actually built it for his family, and after he passed away, he's actually buried in the local cemetery down in Llanderfel village. We're located about 10 minutes outside of Bala, which is the closest main town. But yeah, we're in a tranquil setting, peaceful, acres of gardens that you can just sit back and relax and watch the world go by. So we've had the Aston Martin event here for 4 days, which is actually amazing for us because we do have car events and we've special occasions here, but it's nice getting to know the guests here over 4 days. If it's an exclusive event for just the one night, obviously we welcome them, we get them in, we get them for dinner, and then they depart the next day. Whereas this is a very special and an event I'm particularly enjoying because I personally have gotten to know quite a few guests, so I know them by name. So obviously when I see them, I can greet them and wave them farewell. Hope you have a great day, so and so. It's been great having the Aston Martin event here over the past few days, seeing a fantastic array of cars outside. It makes for some fantastic pictures in front of this historical building as well. Personally, I prefer the classic, so it's nice to have the classic Astons outside on this event.
So this is my DB5, which I've owned since 1984. I bought it for £6,000 and since then spent a few bob on it. But I am one of the longest serving customers of Aston Engineering. They're great company, great people, certainly build a great car. This is their second tour, and I think it's even better than the first one. It's really good, and what a wonderful setting. The route they planned is really excellent. Thoroughly enjoyed it this morning, and decide what we're going to do this afternoon.
Yeah, the road's good because there's no potholes. Unlike the rest of England, there's potholes everywhere. Obviously slightly less traffic, phenomenal scenery. Some great scenery yesterday and today. And I thought the way the route was planned was good. And there was a nice stop for lunch. We stopped at the Tinniconnell yesterday, which is actually part of my history when I was a child. And the lake there, Tarntlin Lake, was always a lake we swam in. So it was nice to go back to there. Pretty nice to be back.
Well, tour's been great so far, and we've got another day to go, and then the final dinner tomorrow night, which we're looking forward to. Actually, I was on the tour last year, so last year, as you're probably aware, was the 40th anniversary of Aston Engineering, and we did a Derbyshire Peaks tour. So first time that Aston Engineering had organised a tour, and it was marvellous. But we needed to up the stakes with the accommodation, and we needed to cater for the wives and partners of those of us that have the cars. So Aston Engineering have done a great job this year. Portmeirion's interesting. I went there as a little boy because my family, cousins who from the Midlands, this is, as you're probably aware, an area where a lot of people from the West Midlands come on holiday. And as a little boy, I had the privilege of coming to Portmeirion. So Portmeirion was on the agenda. I think I was probably about 10 when we went to Portmeirion the first time, so I don't remember a lot, but it's an amazing place, and the architect that built it obviously had quite a lot of insight, and it looks probably even better now than it did all those years ago when I was there.
Yeah, I went through the town, and I've never been to Portmeirion before. My wife hadn't either, but obviously our friends Chris he'd been before, but Judy hadn't, so it was a great experience for the four of us. And then the lunch was really good. It was far beyond what we expected. It was really, really good. And the weather was fantastic. We went for a walk on the beach, and couldn't be better really. When the tide started to come in, clean it all, it just looked idyllic really. But yeah, it was enjoyable, and I think all the spectators, all the people actually who were there got quite a lot more than they'd expected. So yeah, some of the questions I was asked when I got out of the car was nice.
Yeah, the P Classic started in 2023. We thought it'd be nice just to do a bit of an event because it's our 40th anniversary. So we're trying to work out what to do, and we thought actually a tour would be quite a nice thing to do, something a bit different. So yeah, that's where the name came from. It was around the Peak District in Derbyshire, and we did a little trip into Wales. So that's how it's got the name Peak Classic. And it was only supposed to be a one-off. And then we had some great feedback from the customers, and a lot of people said, "All right, sign me up for next year." I'm like, okay, well, we better do another one then. Yeah, we found a few locations. Palé Hall, we came to have a look around here, and it's just perfect for. The roads are great around here, and the staff are fantastic as well.
We've got a DBX 707 from Aston Works, which they very kindly lent us. We've got a DB4 Series 4 Vantage, which is a sales car, which is on sustainable fuel. Yeah, we've got a real good mix, everything from a 1960 DB4 through to a 2024 DB12, and just about everything in between. So we're really pleased with the lineup. Looks great out there. And yeah, got a real good mix of people as well. People from overseas, current customers, hopefully new customers. Yeah, I'm really pleased with it. We've restored, I think, 4 or 5 of the ones out there, and we look after 7 or 8 more of them. So we're familiar with a lot of the ones out there.
One of the cars on the tour actually I restored, so I spent the last 18 months building it up, and it's just really nice to see it on the road. It's nice to take pictures of it as well, and yeah. That was Tony's car, the DB4, Black Pearl DB4. Yeah, the car was pretty bad when it came in. Somebody had started to strip it down, and unfortunately there were a few bits missing. Yeah, it's been a full restoration. The body's come off, and everything is all replaced. It's better than new than it would have been, in 1960 when it was built. So it's. In fact, we have an old picture of the car from the 70s, I think it was. So it's the previous owner's wife, and Tony, when it was restored, Tony took it back to her house and took a photo of her with the car. So we've got this old picture from the 70s, and the new picture of her with the car as well.
There's two things to it. Financially, new cars are great, but you lose money. They're super to have, and performance-wise, great, but generally they lose money. And so I got fed up of having fast cars and not benefiting in any way. And so that's why I decided ultimately to go towards classics, because I'm not getting any younger. I don't need the speed, and the cars themselves are great, because obviously in their time they were way ahead of their time. To drive them on roads like this it's a privilege, because the flow of the roads was what they were built for, really was.
I think it's easy to come on these things and you don't understand how much effort and time has been put in by the guys that organise it. So from me, and I'm sure from all the drivers, a big thank you to Aston Engineering. It's been amazing. Yeah, it's been brilliant, and the hard work has paid off.